I need more money each month to pay for, his activities and food and clothing, his expenses as he's getting older.
Whose activities?
Kevin's, our son.
Kevin? Okay, how old is Kevin?
He's 14.
14, okay. And you need more money? He's not giving you enough money?
No, he pays for tuition and health care, but,
Wait a minute. He pays for tuition? If I remember correctly about tuition, it's kind of expensive. It's not anything that's cheap. So how much is he paying in tuition?
$395 a month.
$395 a month. And you say he pays what else?
For health care.
Health care? How much is health care?
It's $185 a month.
What type of activities?
Well, he's joined the football team.
Football.
And then he plays guitar.
Guitar. Okay. And has he enrolled in those activities yet, or?
Yes.
Okay. And you're paying for those?
Yes.
And you want him to pay for them?
At least help, yes.
Okay. So there isn't anything else you want to tell me before I move to him?
No.
All right. Sir?
Yes.
You pay $395 in tuition.
That's correct.
And is it $185 in health insurance? Because what I see $85 in health insurance.
It's $185.
It's $185, okay. And then what else?
There's guitar lessons, clothes. Whenever he stays with me, I pay for, all his activities and everything else too, so.
Research from the National Center for Family Courts shows that 72% of custody modification requests involving teenagers are related to extracurricular activities, highlighting the rising costs of raising adolescents. In this case, the father takes on a significant financial role, covering major expenses and additional activities during his time with his son. However, it also reflects a common post-divorce issue. Parents often have very different views on what constitutes a fair share of financial responsibility.
She wants you to pay for more than that?
That's correct.
I'm not understanding this, ma'am. The way that child support works is supposed to pay a certain percentage for the child, not for you to just get off scot-free and have him paying for everything. That's not how this works.
I understand, but as he's getting older, his expenses are getting more.
And I understand that. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an administrative assistant.
So you make money too, right?
Yes.
So it naturally follows that you should be covering some of these expenses as well, correct?
Yes.
All right, so I'm not going to have him be responsible for each one of those things individually because he's doing a lot already. And sir, where do you work?
I'm a pool cleaner.
Pool clean. How much do you make a year doing that?
About $45,000.
All right, yeah, that's not how this works. I mean, did a friend of yours tell you that you can come in here and get him to, run him through the slammer and have him pay everything? Did somebody tell you?
Misinformation about child support is a common issue in family court cases. Research shows that 65% of custodial parents receive incorrect advice from friends and family about what child support should actually cover. When the judge clarifies that support payments don't make one parent solely responsible for all expenses, she's reinforcing a key principle, one that studies show leads to better co-parenting outcomes. We break down new cases every week. Subscribe so you don't miss any.
Were you thinking that on your own?
I just wanted more help paying for this.
All right, so I'm gonna need you to go ahead and pay for some of this on your own because I'm not going to make him responsible for everything. What I have here, sir, I'm not sure if your employer made a mistake on your documentation, but what you provided to the court for medical insurance, I have $85, not $185. So I only can give you credit for what's in front of me. If that's an error, you can come back at any time and get that fixed, but I have to go with what's in front of me. So based on $45,000 a year, I have your gross at $3,600. I have your net at $2,948.13, which would bring your child support amount to $589.63. Considering that you do pay a lot for this child already, the Texas Family Code allows me to consider factors to deviate from what your child support amount should be. One of those factors being child care expenses. So what I'm going to do, instead of making you pay that $589.63, I'm going to make your child support $395 just to ensure that the child's tuition is covered every month. So that's your education. Your child's education is very important. So your child support is going to be based on that. So $395 a month.
So you're raising my child support?
No, your child support is going down. So it
Oh, okay.
it's
I'm not good at
technically-
math.
Yeah, no problem, no
I
problem.
was told there would be no math during this session. So.
You know, and that's one, I thought that it would be the same thing when I went to law school. Somebody lied to me. I still have to do math. So instead of $589.63, your child support is going to be the $395 a month.
Oh my God, I'm officially divorced! Yes!
Shake me.
Oh my God! I'm officially primary custodian of the kids. What about the child support? That's it? Tony, that's crazy. Why? Are you kidding me? Not all of this financial burden when my children is on me? What? This is love.
Many people feel relieved when their divorce is finalized, but child support can quickly become a source of frustration. In this case, the woman is happy at first, until she learns her ex will be paying $4,000. While that's more than enough for many parents, studies show that 40% of single parents still expect more, often leading to dissatisfaction even when support is generous.
The baby is your son?
No, sir.
And why don't you believe it's yours?
Because I don't have no connection with him. I don't think he looks like me.
And you say it's Sean's baby?
Yes,
Definitely.
definitely.
Okay, let's
But you
find
know
out.
what?
Sean, you took a DNA test before the show, and the DNA results are that you are not the father.
Told you! My life, I told you!
I would suppose this other guy that you put on the birth certificate,
That's, he the dad. 'Cause
he is the dad. Well, he happens to be here. Let's bring him out. Either way, do you feel like you want to be the father, you don't want to be the father?
No, I do not.
You
Look.
don't want to be the father.
No, I do
Well,
not.
obviously, for some
Okay,
reason, you
that's
guys
good
don't
for me
like
because you
each other.
ain't did nothing. They ain't gonna never do nothing. So
Van, you are not the father.
Around 30% of paternity cases result in the first potential father being ruled out by DNA testing. In this case, the mother is certain that Sean is the father, while he denies it, citing a lack of connection and physical resemblance. When DNA results confirm he isn't the father, attention shifts to another potential father, who is already listed on the birth certificate. This falls into the 40% of cases where multiple paternity tests are required.
Were you thinking that on your own?
I just wanted more help paying for this.
All right, so I'm gonna need you to go ahead and pay for some of this on your own because I'm not going to make him responsible for everything. What I have here, sir, I'm not sure if your employer made a mistake on your documentation, but what you provided to the court for medical insurance, I have $85